Lots of moon news happening. Astrobotica, a company out of Pittsburgh, just had their Peregrine lunar landing mission go awry. Just after launch over Florida, they had an accident and they lost a bunch of fuel. They lost so much they were unable to land their lunar module, which was carrying many different instruments, including some human remains that were very publicly protested by some native groups here in the United States. However, due to this accident, those human remains returned to Earth. Today, over the South Pacific, the Peregrine module burnt up. They decided that since it can't land, they'll just put it in a control burn, bring it all back to Earth. And just to make Astrobotica look bad, Japan, the Japanese National Space Agency over there, or JAXA, has their SLIM or Smart Lander for investigating Moon already orbiting the Moon, also called the Moon Sniper. It's landed before on an asteroid, much smaller, but lower gravity, so it's easier. If they do successfully land this module on the Moon, they've got a little rolling BB-88 type robot that they're going to use to collect rock samples so they can try and ascertain the origins of the Moon. Where do you think the Moon came from? Let me know in the comments. So the classic sexist trope that men are better at directions than women was found to be true in a recent study. However, let's calm down. Not because of an evolutionary advantage or any inherent male skill, but because of the cultural allowances made for boys playing outside and being allowed to develop those navigational and directional skills more than girls. This study looked at 21 different species and found no difference outside of humans. And then inside of humans, they looked at different cultures and found that in a culture where girls are allowed to play outside and explore and develop their navigation and directional skills as much as boys, there's no gap. So it conclusively provides that data. In fact, this study was twice the size of a previous study 10 years ago that found the same thing. Heartening news. Women can overcome the gap if provided the opportunities to do so and to learn and grow, just as men are able to do. What other things do you think will start to disappear as we give everyone the same opportunities growing up? Let me know in the comments. Recently, a group of Greek and Swiss archaeologists uncovered an ancient 7th century BC temple to Artemis, the Greek goddess of nature and wild animals. Now, inside this temple, they found a lot of gold and silver jewelry still there, along with pottery older than the temple itself, many altars, and a special horseshoe-shaped altar that still had old bones and ashes inside of it. Along with all that, they found iron and bronze fittings that hints at ancient trade with Asia at the time. They found some bronze figurines underneath in a second structure that looks like it's even older, along with a clay bullhead that may be as old as 3,500 years. Now that's old. Sadly, this temple was damaged in about the 6th century BC, and they had to build another one. But it does give archaeologists that nice snapshot inside of how ancient Greeks were worshiping at the time. They're also eager to explore the land around the temple, trying to get some insights into how the ancient Greeks built their cities, into the landscape, and how they connected it with the other buildings around. My favorite Greek deity is Dionysus. Which Greek deity is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Using a tusk from a dead woolly mammoth named Elma, researchers at the University of Alaska Fairbanks have managed to track the mammoth's movements and match them up with those of early Alaskan people. To put it simply, the people were following the mammoth, and they proved it. They were using a high precision tool to analyze the isotopes inside the mammoth tusk. Now, the mammoth tusk grows at a consistent daily rate, so apparently each layer provides a map to the day-to-day diet. And analyzing the isotopes inside that, they could match it with the U.S. geological data, because as they ate the grass, they would eat dirt and minerals too, and it would get inside the tusks, and they could tell by the isotope decay where the mammoth had actually physically been in Alaska. Then they overlaid it with a map of the archaeological sites of early Alaskan people, and they found a very dense overlap. It's really exciting when a paper like this combines so many different tools to piece together like a detective mystery, new understandings of our prehistory. What other creatures, extinct or living, would you like science to reveal more of? Let me know in the comments.